Heidi ho neighbors, Radio Goji here.
And I'm Sorlin Greg.
And welcome to Mega Man 9.
Rockman 9.
I know that you all are not totally at all sick of me playing Mega Man on this channel.
Never! How could we possibly be sick of playing Mega Man?
At least I'm not playing it drunk, because Lord knows that would be terrible for me.
Sober.
Yeah. So...
Which one is this?
This is 9.
This is 9. Was this the first of the new old Mega Man games?
Yes.
Okay.
So, here's the thing. I know I've explained this in the drunk stuff before, but I used to really hate this game. I played through all 10 of the Legacy Collection games recently. This is off the Legacy Collection on the Switch, by the way.
Fair enough.
And,
yeah, I don't think that's an out there opinion for Mega Man 9, from what I remember.
People loved Mega Man 9.
Okay, my bad.
I hated it because I was one of those people who was like, it's too hard, and it is. I mean, I still don't think it's like the best thing ever, but I've kind of turned around to it a little bit.
Okay.
But what I want to do, since we're just doing some one-offs this week, I'm just going to see how far I can get in Mega Man 9 without going fucking insane.
Alright. Galaxy Man.
So I'm not even doing a timer or anything. This is going to be like a long video until Greg has to leave. Or
pretty much, yeah. Alright.
Also, the music in this game is rad.
I had this game. I don't remember. What did this originally came out for like the 360 PS3 generation, right?
It was out on it was a downloadable game for the 360, the PS3, and the Wii.
Then I had it for the 360.
I remember having it for the Wii. I know you had Mega Man 10 as well.
I did have Mega Man 10.
Mega Man 10 I played through as well.
Mega Man 10 I believe I have beaten. I don't believe I've beaten this one. This one is the hard one, and Mega Man 10 was the easy one.
Mega Man 10 was the one that had an easy mode to it.
Yes,
because everyone was complaining about the hard mode.
Well, this game kicked my ass.
Well, I mean, it kicked my ass at first, too. I mean, to be fair, it still kicked my ass when I replayed it, because I used... There's this checkpoint save thing.
Oh, nice!
I'm not using that for this. Because I'm just kind of fucking around. This is where those fuckers start showing up. Those guys will just grab you and make you go forward. There's nothing you can do, and they will take you into spikes.
Nice.
And that was one of the big complaints I had about this game. Is you had shit like that, because if you didn't know those were there, they would get you.
It's the Dark Souls of Mega Man.
In a way, I think I can. Okay, hear me out.
I'm listening.
Okay, so. And I'm kind of paraphrasing this off of an article I read recently.
Okay.
I think it was like titled "Stop Calling Things the Dark Souls of Things." But he said,
"Oh no, I'm sorry."
He said when he thinks of something that you would refer to like when Dark Souls. I mean, I haven't played Dark Souls still, but
right. I've played all the Dark Souls games. I love them. I'm playing Dark Souls Remastered right now.
Dark Souls is a game that he says it is hard. But it's rewarding when you figure out what to do and can beat something.
Yes.
I think that I would say that because of that, this could be the Dark Souls of Mega Man games. Because it is hard. There is stupid shit. And I still think it's a crime for them to force memorization into shit like this.
Fair enough.
It's fucking Mega Man. That's not what Mega Man's about. But, I will say it was satisfying when I finally beat this damn thing. So, I guess on those grounds, that does,
I seriously, when I played Dark Souls the first time I beat the Taurus Demon and opened up the shortcut in the Undead Burg so that I no longer had to run all the way through the Undead Burg every time I died, was one of the happiest moments in gaming for me. Oh, it's the little yellow devils!
Yeah, they have like an actual boss form later, but
they're cute. But I definitely agree with that, with the Dark Souls critique.
Yeah.
Part of me, and I don't want to make this episode all about Dark Souls, but I feel like the difficulty of Dark Souls is kind of overrated at times.
Okay. I mean, you'd know better than I about that.
I mean, none of the difficulty of Dark Souls for me typically comes from two things. One is that they're They tend to be really... Oh, yeah, that fucked up. They tend to be really difficult at the beginning of the game, and they tend to be kind of opaque. There's things that aren't particularly greatly explained to you. There are hidden bonfires that you might not be aware of, things like that. Definitely, you know, I'm reacquainting myself with it through Dark Souls Remastered, and it is reminding me that there is definitely a point about a little bit over halfway through Dark Souls where the game pretty much just gives up and becomes pretty easy once you reach a certain point. Oh, dear God.
I think another one doesn't show up until, like, up there. So I've had to memorize where these things show up, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. That would have taken me right into the spikes.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, you know, replaying Mega Man 9, there were some things that, there were some very high points that I discovered. I mean, one of them, is one that I already knew from the start. The soundtrack is really darn good.
It's definitely a wonderful successor to the original Mega Man games.
But the weapons that you get, the Robot Master weapons that you get in this game, are top notch. I mean, like, compared to, like, if I were to compare Mega Man 9 to Mega Man 10, because, like, I guess 10 would get a comparison here too, because it came out around the same time. That was my fault.
Whoops. Oh, well, it happens.
Mega Man 10, I think, tried to capitalize on the fact that Mega Man 9 was so popular, and I think it kind of failed in that respect, because a lot of the things I thought were really good about Mega Man 9 didn't really apply to Mega Man 10. Like, the soundtrack is okay, but it's nothing fantastic. And all the weapons, except for maybe one of them, suck.
Okay.
But, like, almost every weapon in this game is really cool.
Interesting.
Well, the Tornado Blow kind of is dumb, but...
Well, it's called Tornado Blow, I mean... Yeah,
not much you can do there, but, like, I was constantly using, like, Jewel Satellite in this game, which is, like, it's like the shield. It's kind of like Star Crash from Mega Man 5, where it will, you know, it'll follow you, it'll keep on you if you move around, and you can fling it forward at enemies. But it also reflects shots back at enemies.
Okay.
So that's, you know, a really cool thing. Black Hole Bomb, which we're going to be getting from Galaxy Man here, is really, really good against a lot of mini-bosses.
Nice RNG there.
I don't even know why I shot at that guy. Laser Trident, which we get from Splash Woman, is good for armor-piercing stuff, like those, like, shield guys that plague me in every single game. You can kill those very easily with the Laser Trident.
Nice.
I think, like, the only weapon I didn't really use that much in my last playthrough of the game was Concrete Shot, because I beat Concrete Man last.
Okay.
But he still has some really, you know, it has some useful stuff to it.
I'm curious, because this came out and 10 came out, and there really haven't been anything since. Did these games, did they do well?
I think they did well enough. It's just Capcom didn't want to make anymore because they were too busy, like, let's just make some more Street Fighter and Resident Evil games for a bit, and then that was this generation of games.
Curious about, like, the development for
this.
I
also have a rapid fire in the A button. I can use that.
Like, how are they making these games?
Well, the Mega Man 9 and 10 were developed by Intercreates, who have made a lot of like they did the Mega Man 0 series, which are pretty good from what I've played. I mean, Mega Man 0-1 I actually have played all the way through, and it's really good. But
I mean, this is just because more so than any remake or thing of its kind, you know, this is slavishly devoted to the source material. There's literally nothing outside of maybe a few color palette choices and maybe a few things that would have been too difficult to program. There's pretty much nothing, and I'm sure I'm going to see at least 3 or 4 different things just in the next few minutes that are examples, but there's really, because it would, of course, saying this will fuck me up, but there's really nothing, not a whole hell of a lot, in this game that couldn't have been done on the NES.
Right.
Like, it is slavishly devoted to the aesthetic of Mega Man to the point of literally looking like an NES Mega Man game.
Yeah, I mean, that was just... Making 8-bit games is, you know, kind of a fad that, you know, it's still kind of around now, but it was definitely around then.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just interested
And that's why they went with that.
Like, are they using Game Maker to do this and just making 8-bit graphics? It just interests me.
I don't know. Because I know Mega Man 11 is not doing this. It's full, like, I mean, it's still a 2D platformer, but it's, you know, 3D sprites and everything.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, as long as they look better than Mighty Number 9.
Well, my cat could make a better game than Mighty Number 9. Or at least a game that looks better. I mean, the game itself, from what I understand, was decent when it wasn't crashing the system that it was on.
Nah, it was pretty bad. What little I played of it on the 360.
I mean, I remember, like many people, I was really excited for that game.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Are you sure? I think I remember, I was reading an article or something having to do with Mega Man 11, or Mega Man games that would be playable at E3, is what it was. And
this E3?
Yeah, this E3. They're going to have Mega Man 11 and the X Legacy collections playable at E3.
Oh, nice.
And the comment section was talking a bit about, like, how, you know, Mighty Number 9 failed, and now Capcom is stepping in and actually making a making a you know, a real Mega Man game.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the comments I remember seeing was, you know, Capcom needed Mighty Number 9 to fail. So,
yeah, they did.
That they could step in and basically show that to everyone that, like, Inafune is not really the driving force behind Mega Man.
Yeah, they are lucky in a way that it did bomb to the extent that it did.
Yeah, because now people are actually going to want a real Mega Man game. Now, I mean,
because it left them crying like an anime fan on prom night.
Yeah. But, I mean, to Inafune's credit, he didn't do anything in developing the game. He just came up with the concept, and then the developers fucked it up. But, you know, he had his name all over it, and it's technically his company that's doing it, so it's not hard to... I wish I could slide in this game.
Jump, slide. I
mean, that was one of the things that's one of the things I don't like about this game, is they took out the sliding. I mean, the charge shot I can do without. I don't care about that, but
I never really used the charge shot much, even in the NES Mega Mans. I use it all the time in X, though.
Fair enough. I mean, I can get what they were going for, because, you know, Mega Man 2 is the more popular of any of the first 6 games. So they're trying to make it more like Mega Man 2 by taking away the slide, which wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, whereas, like, I can play without the charge shot, that's fine, but, like, the sliding is kind of an integral part to my Mega Man experience, and I'm a little miffed that they took that out. I got him this time.
Yeah. Speaking of things that are going to horribly disappoint the internet, have you heard about Star Citizen? Star Citizen now selling a pack for $27,000. That includes, wait for it, most of the ships. Not all of the ships. Most of the ships. The fucking stones.
I mean, didn't they...
$27,000 of DLC. DLC.
Before that, didn't they have, like, a $15,000 one?
Yeah, I think
people actually bought it?
Yeah. People buy it because they think that it's going to be worth something. Unlike, you know, every other video game ever.
I was going to see if I can get an energy tank or two, but no. Joe Mack. So you even have, like, directly from Mega Man 2.
Oh, he's fabulous. Yeah, I love this. But yeah, Star Citizen, you know, if you're a fan of Star Citizen...
Good on you, but...
Good on you. I hope you don't spend $27,000 because, your game's never coming out, and if it does, it's not going to look anything like the game that was promised.
I remember when we had that short-lived podcast, and we were talking about Star Citizen, and... you know, how they have more than enough money to, you know, finish their games, it's plural, but they keep on doing this shit to try to get more money, because So, like, where is all this money going that they need to charge $27,000 for DLC pack? Is it going toward Chris Roberts' Hookers and Blow or something?
Apparently. I mean, I don't know. It's going to that big door that they've got, that, like, the like, sci-fi door that they built. I don't know, that doesn't cost that much money. I don't know. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it makes me think about. I think I told Jordan this one time when we were at work. But I was at the time I was going through like an Ultima retrospective online, and I remembered how like basically the two key players of Origin Systems before EA ate them were Richard Garriott and Chris Robert, because Ultima and Wing Commander, and it's like look at where each of them are now.
Yeah,
like you've got Chris Roberts, who is basically like the Peter Molyneux of sci-fi games. Basically trying to spend however fucking long to make a bunch of games that really nobody cares about anymore, charging all this stuff for it.
Yeah.
And then you have Richard Garriott, who's like who is like literally the most interesting man in the world. He owns a castle.
He's been to space.
He's been to space. He bought a lunar lander from the Russians. Like, it's literally his.
I mean, Garriott has done his share of disappointing things, but but they've always been finished games. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to argue that Tabula Rasa was a particularly great game.
And that was another comparison I made. They're two big Kickstarter games. Star Citizen, not out yet. Shroud of the Avatar came out a couple months ago.
Okay.
Also, I don't think that Chris Roberts takes his criticism very well, and Richard Garriott befriends his critics because Noah Antweiler, the Spoonie one, who's not real prolific in reviewing these days, but he did a whole Ultima retrospective because he loves a lot of Ultima games, but but then went into the betrayal and whatnot of Ultima 9. And
Ultima 9.
He tore that game apart, and
that was the one with the really awful 3D graphics.
Yes,
right?
The What's a Paladin one, yeah. And at some point later, as a Kickstarter for Shroud of the Avatar, a Kickstarter thing was if they reached a certain amount, they would have the Spoonie one go to the development studio and do an interview with Richard Garriott and roast him.
Oh, nice!
And they did, and they also ended up making a short film where the Spoonie one, as the Avatar, tries to kill Lord British.
Nice.
And it's just the difference between these two people is night and day, and
yeah,
I just think the it's hilarious how polar opposite they are.
Yeah, I remember there was a interview with both of them where they were talking about game development and something about space stuff came up, and one of the comments was yeah, you can obviously tell which of these two people has actually been to space. Yeah.
That said, I mean, I'm not going to say that Chris Roberts was a bad game designer. I mean, he made Wing Commander. Wing Commander is incredibly influential. Wing Commander Privateer.
There we go. Nice.
Incredibly good game. He also did Freelancer.
That was an alright game. I had Freelancer.
I had a lot of fun with playing Freelancer with people. But, you
won't have a lot of fun playing Star Citizen with people.
I'm not going to play Star Citizen at all, let alone with people, so... This guy's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that, because we were talking about how, I remember talking with you in the podcast about Star Citizen, being yeah, they really need to, put out some of these things that they're talking about soon. And our podcast was, almost a year ago now. There hasn't been any really real... There hasn't been any movement on that front.
I know. We've I think we've only actually published, 3 of the episodes, and then, two or three episodes we actually did never got published because
dead.
We just never. I think we just never edited them, and they ceased being relevant.
Yeah, they're topical references and jokes about news that's very old. We need to pick that back up, though.
Yeah. But we would need to put it on a platform that doesn't limit the...
Speaking of which, let's do some of that right now. Patrick, what are you most excited for and dreading from E3 this year?
I'll be completely honest, I really don't care much about E3 this year.
Dead!
I'm jumping into pits on an accident. I don't know, what's there gonna be? I mean, Fallout 76 looks okay.
I still have no idea what the fuck that is.
I think it's supposed to be like the new Vegas for Fallout 4, but I heard there's also... I mean, I heard there's like...
Oh, okay. So it's not like a Fallout Battle Royale game or anything. It's not like Fallout Fortnite.
I don't know.
Fortnite.
For all I know, it very well could be, but...
It's going to be a big-budget AAA adaptation of Fallout Shelter. The mobile game.
Yeah. No, I heard it actually is going to... And then this isn't like a definite thing. This is just what I heard. It was going to have online co-op.
Okay. Oops.
That was my fault.
Oopsie-daisy. I'm excited to see...
Yep.
Oh, what the fuck is coming out of From Software? The rumor mill is saying it's Bloodborne 2. I don't know. Sign me up, even though I'm kind of wary of making another Bloodborne. Because it was kind of self-contained, but whatever. Interested in seeing Death Stranding. Definitely interested and also kind of trepidatious to see, hopefully, some of Cyberpunk 2077. The long-awaited new game from CD Projekt Red, the Witcher devs, who have been working on it for like 4 years now. I'm a little bit worried about that, because if there's one thing that the Witcher games were really bad at, it's ranged combat. And in a game where everybody is running around with guns, I'm kind of worried about the shooting feeling like shit. But, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I know what I'm going to hear nothing about for, like, the next few months, and that's going to be fucking Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers!
I mean, that's all I heard about after that one Direct.
People get crazy about Smash Brothers.
It's understandable, but it's just like one of those games where, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be good. I'm not going to say that it's, going to be bad or anything like that, but I'm not going to get it, because Smash Brothers is just one of those games where it gets overhyped all the time. Mario Kart does the same thing. And then
Mario Kart is good. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mario Kart is good. I'm not saying it's not, but it's just one of those things that gets overly hyped, and then I buy it, and then I never play it. And then I feel like I wasted my money, because here's this, like, Mario Kart, like, I'll play through each cup, like, once, and then maybe come back to it, like, every once in a while. Like, I don't play online, so I don't have that kind of longevity going for me. I don't have a lot of times where, like, oh, my friends and I are going to get together and play Mario Kart. Because, like, I don't get to hang out with friends a lot. I work full-time, and...
There's me?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the exception, is we get together every Thursday, but... Like,
almost every Thursday, yeah.
Well, even if we can't, we reschedule, but...
Yeah, we usually reschedule for the weekend.
But, like, there are a lot of friends who I haven't seen in person in a long, long time. I think, like, my friend Tim, when he was... I bought this TV off of him, he brought it over to set it up, and that was the last time I saw him.
You bought the what off him?
This TV.
Oh, the TV.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know this used to be Tim's TV.
Yep, it's, he got, a slightly better TV.
Did he get a 4K TV?
He did get a 4K TV.
Oh, really? I'm like, I'm not really... Oh, dead again. I'm not really interested in that, honestly.
This pit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this pit.
At least I'm past the mini-boss. That's, the worst part of the stage.
This is what I remember of Mega Man 9. Dying a lot and having to go back really far.
Yeah, but I'm not really all that tilted right now, so it's
That's
fine.
Fair.
Like I said, we're just gonna keep... I mean, editing it's probably gonna be a chore, but we're just gonna play this until, we're ready to stop or ready to go, or...
Supposedly, I heard that there's gonna be, 2 more DLCs for, Mario Odyssey.
I know there's going to be more DLCs for Final Fantasy 15.
It's going to be... One's going to be based around Wario, and one's going to be based around Waluigi.
Oh.
And one of them is supposedly, according to, like, the leaks, one of them is going to be available, like, immediately after the Nintendo presentation.
So it's probably going to be the Wario one. Because they want to get people excited for Waluigi. I actually think it'll be pretty cool to finally have a platforming game where you can play as Waluigi.
That'd be nice.
I mean, I'm not like as overly a hardcore fan as some people can be on Waluigi, but I think he's incredibly underutilized in things. Even if he is just like the Wario Luigi. I mean, look at Wario Land. Wario Land was really good.
Mm-hmm. One of the only good games on the Virtual Boy. By the way, how come we never got any Virtual Boy games on the 3DS Nintendo? What the hell?
Because the 3DS was a failure, and they want to sweep that under the rug and make sure that nobody remembers it.
The 3DS was not a failure.
No, I mean, I meant the Virtual Boy.
Oh.
You know what I mean.
I'm like, they're still supporting the fucking 3DS even though they have a portable console. Like, it's still kicking ass. I wish they'd brought, fucking Strange Journey to the Switch instead of the 3DS. But they didn't.
I'll get Strange Journey on the 3DS eventually. Like that and Persona Q.
Oh yeah.
Well, Persona Q 2. I have Persona Q 1.
I haven't bought it yet. I had Strange Journey on the DS. I mean, back in the day, it was good, but I don't know. It was very difficult.
I mean, it's a Mega 10 game, so you gotta expect that. But
I really need to plug my Vita back up and do some old school Persona-ing.
But with Mega 10, I still have yet to really get into and play Soul Hackers and SMT4.
Have you beaten any? Oh, you've beaten Persona 4.
I beat Persona 4. I didn't get the good ending in Persona 4, or I didn't get the best ending, the true ending in Persona 4, but I have beaten Persona 4, yes.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't go to Marie's
no, I did not.
Bonus bullshit dungeon where your MP is cut in half every turn of battle.
No, I did not.
Yeah, that was a kick.
I actually did a New Game Plus to try to I was trying to follow a guide so I could get full social links, like guaranteed, but then something like didn't do properly, so like Yosuke's like got behind somehow, even though I was following the guide to the letter, and I don't know if the difficulty level has some affects how far your social links go up or how quickly they go up.
I don't know,
because I was playing on normal mode, I think, and the guide was basically made for easy mode. Because it was also like a full achievement or full trophy guide.
I know there's a little bit of RNG involved in the social links, and it is much easier to get all the social links in New Game Plus than in your first game of Persona 4.
Okay. But I still have...
honestly, I don't think you're much further than me. I've beaten Persona 4, I've gotten the true ending, whoop whoop, and I've beaten, I beat, SMT,
Devil Survivor.
Devil Survivor.
Yeah.
1. I think that's the only one, and I didn't get the best ending in Devil Survivor either.
Yeah, I had Devil Survivor, I just couldn't get into it because it was a turn-based strategy RPG, and I'm not really into those when it gets to grinding.
That one had the thing like in 4, where the best ending required you to play an entire extra day that was added for the 3DS version. And I didn't end up doing that. I ended up doing the Law Path in that one. I aligned myself with the blue-haired magic lady, and pretty sure I was on the side of the angels at the end there.
Because the true endings are always like the balanced paths.
Yep.
Because, I mean, with the Law and Chaos thing, like neither one is really good or evil.
Right. That's like their whole thing. Yeah, I would really like to go back and beat the old Personas someday, especially since I have them on my Vita.
I think if there's any like SMT game I'm going to play at all next, it's going to be finishing Persona 5.
Yeah, I
And
definitely need to do that.
I do want to go back to Persona 4 and get the true ending at some point, but
you probably, honestly, at this point, this far out, like, should probably just watch, like, a YouTube video.
That's
You're
fair.
going to be spending, like, 30 hours to get, like... Because most of it is doing the extra dungeon. I mean,
Yeah.
and the extra boss fights and shit is where most of the... Oh, yes! Is where most of the time with that comes from.
yeah,
You can
honestly,
just watch
the main reason I wanted to do it was for story reasons, because I want to get the full story. I wanted to get the full story going into some of the spin-offs, like Arena and Dancing All Night. And while I did beat Dancing All Night,
What the fuck?
these spikes. How did I do this before? I'm gonna try not swinging that platform and see if that helps.
Okay.
Because I know I don't have Rush Jet, because you get Rush Jet after. It's not from a specific Robot Master. You get it for beating 5 Robot Masters.
And yeah, I did not get all the social links in my new game of Persona. I missed 4. I missed a couple of them.
I know I didn't get Naoto all the way up, but I wasn't using Naoto, so it didn't really matter to me.
I didn't get Adachi, and I didn't get...
There we go.
I don't believe I got Naoto or Yosuke.
I got Yosuke.
I stopped using Yosuke as soon as I had, like, other party members. So that's probably why I didn't really bother.
Well, my party, like, pretty much, like, from the middle of the game and to the end was Chie, Yukiko, and Teddy.
That was me, except replace Teddy with Kanji.
Because I liked having 2 healers, is the reason I had both of them. And it made the
This is some shit. There you go.
the boss fight in the Heaven dungeon, where he, like, takes control of your characters.
Oh yeah, that one was a kick in the ass.
I had a persona on me that made me immune to ice, fire, and physical attacks.
Oh, nice.
So I was able to cheese that pretty easily. Because those are basically the attacks that Teddy, Yukiko, and Chie use, and that's all that they were using on me. I think Chie had some, like, almighty attacks, but she barely used them. From what I remember.
This conversation actually makes me really sad because it has made me realize how few SMT games I have actually beaten. And yet I consider it one of my favorite game series, and yet I haven't really beaten many of them. As opposed to, say, Dark Souls, where I've beaten all of them. And Bloodborne.
Come on.
Taste my crystal power!
Yeah, Black Hole Bomb fucks him up. Fucks him
Black
up.
Hole Bomb! Won't you come and kill the crystal man? Okay, he's dead. That's sad.
So now we got the best shield in the series, at least as far as the classic series goes. I still think the Charged Up Rolling Shield for Mega Man X is better, but
Oh, the armadillo shield? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that thing looks badass.
Let's save. Why not? Let's save over this.
Yeah, why'd we have to make more NES Mega Man? Why couldn't we have made a throwback game that was in the style of the Super Nintendo?
I don't know. I mean, Mega Man and Bass was originally on the Super Nintendo.
Woman!
Jewel.
Misandry and my Mega Man.
Plug Man, I think, was next. He's the electric guy.
He's Sparkman, but pink.
I guess.
Didn't Sparkman have, like, a plug hand or a plug head?
He had, like, electrode hands. But he didn't have any plugs on him.
I'm imagining, like, Captain Murphy from Seattle. Electrode hands! That was a good show.
It was.
For most of... Yeah, for the first couple seasons, anyway. Until Captain Murphy died.
Yeah, and the first movie, the first episode after he was gone was okay, but from there, it took a nosedive.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, this level is block central.
Oh Jesus, this was always my least favorite part of the Mega Man games. Is there anyone in the world who actually enjoys those puzzles?
No. Shit.
What a fucking punch in the dick!
No, the punch in the dick would come if you tried to jump over that.
I saw with the block that pops up. It's like it punches you in the dick there, and then it punches you in the dick again when you go under it.
Well, under is the way you're supposed to go.
It's like Kaizo Mega Man.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for. And
I just realized that
that's
absolutely
how I feel.
has to be a thing. And I'm kind of morbidly curious.
What,
to see
Kaizo
it
Mega
looks
Man?
like. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's probably a thing. Have you seen how many like ROM hacks and stuff of Mega Man 2 there are?
No.
There's like Mega Man Ultra, and there's like a hack of Rockman 4 called like Rockman -1 or -0 or something like that.
I don't know why I'm surprised by that.
Do.
The only ROM hacks I played as a kid were the ones where Mario smoked weed instead of eating mushrooms.
I don't need to go up there. I can farm for the screws later if I need to.
Oi oi. What the hell?
Yeah, those are a thing.
I'm your evil double! Oh, this is such a dick move! Fuck you for making the player have to hit 2 blind jumps in a pattern. Oh my god. Now I get what you meant about memorization. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yes. Oh, I can actually get that.
Not if your double kills you.
Because I can just go around the other side with Rush Coil.
Oh, nice.
Because trying to go up that way is not going to happen.
Yeah.
Also, I will admit, when I played through these games, I did abuse the, they're not really save states. They basically just make it so that you can go back to the last checkpoint, with, like, the amount of lives and energy and everything that you had when you first hit it. And you can also overwrite that state. You would still have to go back to the checkpoint, but, like, if you got the checkpoint, then got more energy and saved it, you would still have all that energy when you loaded it again.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's not like how in the first collection, which I was hoping had, like, the rewind and the save states. That actually kind of made me mad when I found out that wasn't there, because I'm like, I need that to beat Mega Man 9. I mean, it turns out I was wrong, but still.
Good.
Yeah, that's the mentality that the fan base had with this game, was get good, because
Oh,
this is how Mega Man games used to be. And I'm like, no, they were
it's
not.
not.
Have you played an old Mega Man game?
Have you played Mega Man 2 and 3? They are not this difficult.
Mega Man 3 is, I mean, Mega Man 3 and Mega Man 6 are like my favorite ones. They're like the easiest ones of the bunch.
Having recently beaten Mega Man 2 myself, outside of a few parts, it is not that bad.
Wily's Castle's a pain in the ass for me, but
Yeah, the dragon and
the dragon,
the Crash Bomb boss.
Yes,
required.
fuck that boss, and the end boss.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot his I'm actually gonna use that E-Tank because I forgot that.
Yeah, why not?
The amount of energy I need to beat him is actually very much on par with his life.
Yep.
And I'm trying not to. I'm not using the checkpoint saves. So
I don't think you should be so mean to that guy. I mean, his cable's broken.
Not my problem.
He must have Comcast.
No, if he had Comcast, then the internet wouldn't work, but the cable would work.
plug ball.
Yeah, it basically goes directly to the ground, but then goes around all the walls and stuff. It's kind of like Snake Man's weapon from 3, except it just keeps going and doesn't, like, stop anywhere. Until it hits something.
I see. Twister Man!
Fun fact, in early development, he was called Weatherman.
Oh, nice.
And also...
And he lives in Crash Man stage.
And I think Splash Woman was...
Like, holy shit, this is just Crash Man stage. I get that, you know, it's... Oh!
I did that on purpose.
That's different. That is something you probably could not have done on the original NES. See, that's an example of something that would not have worked on the NES.
Also in development, Splash Woman and Hornet Man were gender swapped.
Oh.
And I don't remember what Splash Woman's, like, version, like, male version was called. I think it was like Neptune Man or something like that. But I think Hornet Man was called, like, Honey Woman or something.
Huh.
Because sexy bees are a thing in Japan.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, sexy everything is a thing in Japan.
I mean, sexy bee girls is like a major trend, I think.
Note to self.
Google is your friend.
Taken by the bee girl for Amazon.jp.
That was too risky. I shouldn't have done that.
My girlfriend is too cute to be a maid girl, bee.
There we go.
Oh, senpai, this bee suit is so kawaii. Part 3.
I tried to change the subject if I wasn't concentrating on these things.
Tasting her honey. Well, you brought that on yourself. You jumped into a part that required lots of concentration right after making a sexy bee joke. Oh my god! I bet they have all sorts of weird porn of the Jerry Seinfeld bee.
Oh no! I think that's already a thing anyway.
No! No!
It's the internet. If they have porn of Shrek, I'm sure they have porn of the Jerry Seinfeld bee.
Oh my god. Like, I know we don't like to, like, use hyperbole because it's so overused on the internet, and you know, we live in a world where The Room exists and Plan 9 from Outer Space exists and all that, but the B-movie is the worst movie ever made. B-movie is...
I don't know.
Oh, nice job with the shield. B-movie is just the worst.
Is it worse than a talking cat?
Yes, because a talking cat can at least be watched and enjoyed on like a what the fuck is this
fair
way. Like, there's nothing redeeming about B-movie. Every frame of it is torture.
I've heard similar things about the Emoji Movie.
I've not seen the Emoji Movie.
I mean, I haven't either.
I have no desire to see the Emoji Movie. I don't remember why I saw a portion of B-Movie, but my god. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was... okay. Not complaining.
Is it, like, hindering your movement, the rain?
Yes. It's it's kind of like in Toadman stage in Mega Man 4. When I jump, it kind of pushes me back a bit.
Oh, okay.
Or I just don't jump.
Or you could just walk right off the ledge.
I pushed the jump button.
Or you could cut off your own dick and die.
Bring that back in. What's that?
Eat hot lead. Evil doer. I'm surrounded by diamonds.
Sparkling like diamonds in my brain.
How else do you make 3 months' salary last forever? What a crock, by the way.
God damn it.
3 months' salary. Fuck you.
3 months salary for what?
A diamond ring.
Oh. But did it cost you 3 months salary?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Well, probably for the job I had at the time.
Yeah. I don't have an energy left for the shield. Great. Please drop energy.
It's well known that if you ask the boss to drop energy, that he won't. But that if you don't ask him, he also won't.
I figured it wouldn't hurt to try.
We released a limited edition Mega Man 9 NES cartridge. The cartridge is covered in lead dust. The dust is radioactive. The radiation is the special, really bad kind of radiation that comes specifically from Chernobyl. I bet you can stand on that cloud.
Am I willing to risk it, though?
Yes. Step onto the cloud. Yay!
Okay, so can step on clouds. I didn't know that, so that's good
Mega
to
Man's
know.
special power.
Ah.
Especially when he's wearing the bee suit.
Alright, that was my fault.
The bee suit is very sugoi.
Ah, sugoi!
It's very kawaii.
Birukuman! Sugoi desu ne! You're welcome.
B-movie. Jerry Seinfeld. NANI?! If you're in the market for more Japanese people acting oddly, my wife has been watching this show on Netflix called Terrace House.
Okay.
It's sort of like the Jersey Shore, if the Jersey Shore was set in Japan and featured the absolute nicest people on Earth. It's kind of cute. Oh, ride the Dr. Mario pill.
Actually, you know what I just realized we forgot to talk about after we were done with Shovel Knight?
What did we forget to talk about?
We were alluding to talking about the Steam thing.
Oh, the Steam thing. Yes,
Steamed hams.
Steamed hams. Yes, Steam is allowing everything on its platform as long as it's not. This is the best thing that I love that they equated these two things as being equivalent. As long as they are not illegal or trolling. So, to Valve, those are the same thing. Trolling, I'm assuming, is, the AIDS simulator game that...
Like, pretty much anyone who's like, I can put anything up now, so I'm just gonna put the stupidest shit and prove a point or something like that.
Yeah, the AIDS simulator game that Jim Sterling was so mad about, because the actual... if you read the description of it, the actual description of it makes fun of Steam's, complete lack of vetting being the reason why this game exists, basically. It has, its bullet points, asset flip, terrible combat, no, whatever the word I'm looking for.
No AI or...
No, it's, no quality control. That's what I was looking for.
Well, that's every game these days.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves.
So yeah, I'm definitely interested in it because it means to me that Steam is officially giving up on its policy of censoring games with adult content in them, because Steam has been trying to sort of have it both ways on those for a really long time. And there was just an issue last month where a bunch of developers, including the developers for Honey Pop, received letters or emails from Steam saying that their games were going to be taken down within a month if they did not remove unspecified sexual content from them.
And weren't games like Honey Pop? They were just they were actually made like alongside Steam to make sure that they weren't crossing any lines.
Exactly. Yes. So yeah, Valve has been extremely inconsistent with that. There's been some PR disasters that have blown up in their face, like them banning a game called Kindred Spirits on the Roof, which is I've not actually played, but is apparently a Yuri, that's the lesbian one, right?
Yeah.
A Yuri visual novel about 2 Japanese high school students that apparently does not actually contain any, like, actual nudity or sexual content whatsoever, but was still banned by, was still removed from Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's interesting, and there's a lot of people like the Sakura people or whatever who release whatever essentially porn games, but they're okay because you have to go, you know,
You mod it in order
you
for
have
there
to
actually
go
be
to their website and
nudity.
download a patch to put
nudity in.
the boning into it. Yeah. Not that I know anything about that. I actually don't own any of those games on Steam, even though there was a Humble Bundle a while back that added a lot of shameful games to people's Steam lists. But, you know, I'm interested in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, for obvious reasons. So, it's cool to me that they appear to, at least for the moment, be applying an anything goes outlook to it. I don't think that's gonna last, because right now there are people spooling up asset flips of the most, like, offensive content imaginable, literally to test the fences, like fucking video game velociraptors. Like, I think the joke I made to Patrick and I made on Facebook was a Holocaust simulator, but yeah, something that bad or close to it will exist on Steam by the end of the week.
Yeah, probably.
It will.
Because I remember you showed me the article, and then you immediately showed me the Jim Sterling video. I'm like, well, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, the article had been up for a few hours, but yeah,
Yeah.
it takes no time to make a 10-minute rant over video. And I actually had started watching that when I sent it to you, and I was like, man, like, he actually sounds angry about this.
Like, I didn't watch it because I think it was
Like, not
I think
like-
it was at work when you sent it to
Yeah,
me. So.
not like usual bullshitting, like, showman angry, but, like, actually pissed off. Yeah, there's a lot of people who are upset about Steam's decision. I am not, because for 2 reasons. 1, I think it's a good idea, and 2, I'm looking forward to seeing how it explodes in Valve's face. Because
Where's
that's
that
what
popcorn?
all of their decisions do.
Get out
You
your-
heard about Active Shooter, the school shooting game
Yeah,
that made national fucking news.
because somebody decided to make that.
Somebody will do that, and it'll make news. I mean, but there is already good stuff happening. I don't know if you've followed the development of horror game set in hell, Agony. Have you heard of Agony?
No.
Okay. It got censored, and apparently today, because of after Steam's oh shit explosion, they're going to
That was quick.
release after Steam's content policy change, they're going to release an uncensored version of the game. They can't release it for whatever reason as a patch to the original game, but anyone who owns the original game will be able to buy the uncensored version for 99% off. So that's pretty cool.
Oh boy.
You haven't seen anything about Agony? That's the horror game where you're in hell and there's like they're throwing babies around.
No, I
and,
haven't.
Like,
I haven't heard anything about that. I don't really
you get,
keep up
like,
with Steam, so.
raped by like a lady demon. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. What's his face? John Wolfe, Harshly Critical's been playing it. It looks pretty try hard, but oh, nice.
I think I just. Yeah, just shoot
I'm a
guys.
totem pole. I'm on
No,
fire.
you're not.
Now I'm dead.
I actually want to use the black hole bomb on the mini boss here.
Now I'm sad. But yeah, that's the news today with regards to Steam.
Those are Quickman lasers, basically.
Oh, nice.
And later on, you have to turn them into platforms with concrete shot.
Oh, nice.
That's not nice.
No, that's not.
That's not yogurt.
I do think that regardless of like how you feel about the changeover or the new policy or whatever, I think there definitely is one of the criticisms of it that is completely valid, is that Valve is extremely lazy.
Yeah.
They really are.
Well, look at the quality control for, like, good games versus just, like, any kind of...
Oh, he's like sad. Poor guy. But, yeah, Valve, you know, has been trying to figure out a way to deal with this influx of, like... It's not too mean to say garbage on their platform.
Right.
And also to deal with issues like the whole active shooter thing, the controversies about porn games, and do it in a way that they can do without, you know, pissing people off. And they've essentially, their answer is to throw up their hands and go, yeah, fuck it, whatever, you know, we're gonna do even less. And I think that's a valid criticism, because you're a video game company that I mean, you take, from what I understand, unless you're like a AAA game and you have some sort of special deal with them, they take 30% of gross sales. You're skimming 30% off the top of a significant portion of the video game industry. Like, you can easily afford to do something about this. You can hire 100 people to vet every single game that comes in on the service.
But you won't.
But instead, you will say, our answer to this problem is to do even less than what we were doing before. And while I think that to an extent that's laudable, I also think it's incredibly fucking lazy and could not be more emblematic of like where Valve is as a company in 2018.
Right. It's just,
like,
I mean, it's also
holy
just
shit.
like the way people are nowadays, I guess. They'd rather just not do anything. Like we had today, at work, we had like 90% of our people leave like around 3, like quarter after 3, because we got pests in the office, and
like literal like vermin,
like bed bugs.
Oh
Yeah, and like a bunch of people left, and I
oh god, I'm sorry.
I mean, I stayed and finished my shift because like where I was, they weren't really bothering me, and I'm just like I need the money, but
yeah.
At the same time, I did kind of turn to a coworker of mine who was also staying, and I was like, how many of these people do you think are leaving because of the bugs, and how many do you think are leaving because they just want an excuse to leave now?
Oh. I would leave though.
Bed
bugs are nothing to fuck with.
Right.
In all seriousness, like, I would leave, and I would be leaving because of the bugs. Like, ugh.
So I rush coiled right into the laser.
Yeah.
That happens. Even Skip Rogers rush coils.
We have not had bed bugs at my house that I'm aware of.
We haven't had them here either.
But we have had an infestation that is similar to bed bugs that Cooper brought home from school.
Oh boy.
Yeah, you know about this. I mean, I don't want to say the S word, but it was scabies. And yeah, no.
I don't want to say the S word, but I'll say the S word.
And yeah, no, that was not fun.
I don't think it would be.
That was, you know what the treatment for scabies is?
What's that?
You have to wash every single piece of bedding in the house, every single piece of clothing in the house, and you have to put cream on your body from head to toe 3 times over 2 weeks.
Oh boy.
It is awful. Oh, it was horrible.
Well, at least you don't have to, like, heat up your entire house to 300 degrees and ruin all your stuff just to get rid of the infestation.
Oh, yeah.
That's bed bugs.
Yeah.
I'm afraid that that's pretty much what they're going to do. They're what they're going to need to do, and, I don't know how much it's going to cost, or if we're going to have to, like, close the office or what, because
so
they don't
gross.
like to close the office for shit.
Yeah.
So, who knows how that's going to turn out.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
I wonder how it's going to be tomorrow, if anybody's even going to show up. So yeah, this... Pretty much gotta pray that it hits. Because, see, I use it all up and he's still got some life left.
Yeah.
It's random as to where it hits on the screen. I'm doing pretty well. That's my 5th Robot Master done. So I get wrist jet now, I think.
Seriously, though, like, they should not be operating if they're infested. That's so gross.
Well, I think that there have been sightings before, and they actually called an exterminator in to check it out a couple of times, and the exterminator didn't find anything and didn't believe anybody.
Huh.
So I'm like, yeah, we can get another exterminator. They even had like a little dog come in to try to sniff them out.
How do they know that they have them?
I don't know. Well,
Has somebody been complaining, or?
Oh no, we've been seeing them. Like, I've seen some here and there, but like apparently like they found like the mother lode like in a chair or something today.
I'm gonna barf.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. That's just so gross. Wasn't my old chair?
No, it was not your old chair.
My revenge!
But it was in the row where you used to sit.
I don't have any reason for revenge. From there. Oh, Capital One now. That's another story.
Oh, I should probably get rid of him before. Yeah. This is another. I think this is one of the stages I had a lot of problems with at first.
Yeah, this looks annoying as hell.
And then I realized how awesome the shield was and started using it like all the time.
This definitely seems like one where you need to use the weapons and switch between them frequently.
I am glad that I played this again though, because like I would have, like otherwise I would have just gone on like just absolutely hating the game like forever. I use bomb here.
Nice.
Because those will like come together and then go across the screen like twice.
Oh dear God!
This guy. Okay, so he doesn't shoot at you. He doesn't shoot unless you hit him, and then he'll shoot 3 little bombs, and then you can like manipulate where he shoots to get things you want.
Oh, nice. Oh, so that's how that works.
I'm just gonna go down this way.
You manipulate him to get what you want.
Funny joke. I actually saw the clip that had that in there.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Oh, this is annoying.
I can just tell from seeing it that it's annoying. It's Flowey! You piece of shit!
He shoots friendship petals at us, and we just kind of
into the petals.
We just kind of got to go around and dodge this swangin' arm. Because the swangin' arm will hit us and hurt us and all that.
Does he eventually get tired, or what's the deal?
No, you just have to hit him. But because of the way this...
That's frustrating.
And I just ran out of shield. And
you ran out of being alive!
That's okay, I have... Well... No, I actually would have rather had the game over in this case, then I would have more shield. Now I don't have any shield for this part. And that's a problem. At least the music's nice.
Oh yeah, these fuckers.
Yeah, these guys.
Now you're farther from game over!
Why did I do that?
That's all.
Why? It's because I instinctually pick them up and I don't usually want game over. You need more of that. Well, I'm not going insane yet, so that's good.
Well, you're also sober.
Oh yeah, my little tantrum from Mega Man 8. Sorry about that. I actually got on camera and was like, I mean, people who have seen it will have seen it, but I know you. I don't think you watched that. Like at the end of that part, I was just like ranting into the camera about like how I wasn't doing well at the game, and how I was mad at it and how I wasn't going to be playing that game anymore. So I started playing Star Fox Adventures instead.
Nice. Oh, you sent me a text when you were playing Star Fox Adventures.
I sent you a text right after that.
You were like, "Fuck this! I'm playing Star Fox."
Though I did also say that I'm basically using Star Fox as kind of like a backup thing. Like if for any reason we don't get together in a week or whatever, then I'll play Star Fox instead, and I'm just gonna do that sober as well. Because I mean, I like doing drunk things, but not at that frequency.
Yeah, that's fair.
Especially when I get to games that I don't know what I'm doing in, like Mega Man 8. At the time.
Some games just aren't fun to play drunk either.
Come on, Flowey. There we go. And me with my no health. Well, now it's good that I got that one up. Because here's the checkpoint.
Oh, yay!
I don't remember if I have to fight another one in this stage, though.
Oh!
Sneep, sneep. Alright, that's okay. I'll bring out the Black Hole Bomb for them. I forgot those were there. Fun fact, Black Hole Bomb is the only Mega Man weapon to have 3 words in its name.
Really?
And they probably would have just called it Black Hole if that already wasn't a... that was a weapon from Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy.
Oh!
I made a mistake. I think I just rush jetted through this, in all honesty.
Oopsie doopsie.
Oh well, I have full shield. I have full shield now.
So. Yay!
I think what I'll do, I'll go ahead and beat Hornet Man here, and then because it's getting pretty late, so I guess we want to leave pretty soon. So we'll beat Hornet Man and call it a night. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I rush jetted through that part there, so I should do that. If I can jump up ledges. Thank you. What was I saying before that? Oh yeah, Black Hole was Saturn's weapon from Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy. And so they're like, oh, well, we already called something Black Hole. Well, how about Black Hole Bomb? And then everyone's like, there was a Mega Man 5 for the Game Boy? and I'm like, yeah, and it's one of the best Mega Man games ever.
They changed its name to Black Hole. It's better than Black Holy Shit.
It's better than nothing.
It's better than crying like an anime fan on prom night.
I think the weapon's very similar too to the one from the Game Boy game.
This music's really good.
It is.
Ooh. There we go. Hooray! Hooray!
Alright. Flowey. There. I hit him once. Alright, now I just gotta do this. There.
There we go. And now we have the checkpoint.
I'm just gonna rush jet through this. Another thing I like about this is while the stages can be hard, they are also very short. It just makes it seem like it's longer because, you know...
Oh, nice move there. Oh, I like the auto-adjusting rush jet.
It doesn't auto-adjust. I'm doing it with the control pad.
Oh, okay.
It's like the one from Mega Man 5.
Ah, okay. Thought it was doing it on its own.
No.
Yeah, definitely want to eat those energy tanks. Rather than taking an L.
At this point, yeah, because I'm not really going to be playing much else of the game after this, so... I meant on this file.
Yeah.
I think because with Mega Man games, I find I do like them more once I've played enough of them and get to know them more.
To get to know the tricks and the...
Yeah, because like when I played Mega Man 6, like constantly for Montezuma's Revenge, but like a year ago, I really liked that game afterwards. So I think maybe it's just I'd probably like 9 and 10 more if I played them more and got used to more of their nuances and stuff. But Mega Man 10 is kind of discouraging.
Yeah. So we use the bazooka on this guy?
Yes. And energy tanks, because I know I'm going to need those. He's got homing bees.
Oh no, not the bees! Oh yeah, use one.
Yes. Good call. And... yeah. Oh wow, this has a lot of ammo, too.
Yeah, holy shit.
Crap.
Yeah, you should have been using that more. That's like the metal blade.
I'm really paranoid when it comes to using the thing that I need for the boss, but...
oh, yeah.
Before you go, though, I do want to show off the bees.
Oh, absolutely.
The bees are fun. They got a hornet chaser. I
look so happy. Oh my god. The little. Yeah.
They home in on enemies and they pick up power-ups for you.
Oh, nice.
Except for energy tanks.
So that's where Hideo Kojima got the idea from.
Yes. So
actually, this came out before that, I think.
Before Metal Gear Solid 3?
No, Metal Gear Solid 3 came out before.
Oh yeah, way before this.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Mega Man 9.
Ooh, that was fun.
So that was I actually had a lot of fun with that.
Heck yeah.
So maybe at some point I'll actually do a proper playthrough and I don't know, maybe I'll just save this and we'll finish it at some day, but...
sounds fun.
For now, I'm just going to leave this as a one-off, and when we come back, hopefully Duke Nukem will be working.
Duke Nukem!
So unfortunately. So until then, I've been Rado Goji.
And I'm Soylent Greg.
And we'll be here next time. Join us, won't you?